So I was listening to a wonderful series by Brian Tracy called The Luck Factor, okay? It's a series of audios that I actually heard of from a Elliott Hulse product, because he mentioned that he used to listen to that a lot when he was building up his internet business. And there's a concept that Brian Tracy mentioned that I just thought was awesome. And he says, when you walk into a successful or a wealthy person's house, the first thing you see is a well-stocked library. And the wealthier and the more successful the person is, the bigger and the better the library is. If you walk into a person's house who is poor, who is unsuccessful, the first thing you're going to see is the biggest TV that he can afford. Now, that's kind of interesting, because that really does break it down. You know, it shows, where are your priorities? Are your priorities learning so that you can go ahead and live your life and improve your life and create a better life? Or are your priorities on watching television so you can escape your life? You know, do you have a job that you love and part of your job is learning to become better at your job? Whether it's a business that you own or it's, you know, a job where you work for somebody else? Or do you hate your job and you're basically coming home, watching television to avoid the fact that you have to do your job? Because I'll tell you something, if you read, no matter how good your life is right now, it's going to get a hell of a lot better within a couple years, okay? Because you're going to either build your business, create new businesses, or if you work for someone else, you're going to get promoted, make more commissions, make more money, okay? And your life is just going to get better. You're going to invest more, everything's going to get better. Or in terms of fitness, you're going to learn more, you're going to get better diets, you're going to get better workouts, you're going to get in much better shape. Whatever it is you're interested in, whatever the major goal you have in life, is only going to get better if you concentrate upon it. So what this really does tell you is two things. First of all, it tells you whether the person's successful or not. And second, it also tells you something that I think is very important, which is basically, you know, whether the person's happy with his life or not. Are you happy with your life? Then, of course, you want to immerse yourself in your life. If you hate your life, then obviously, you know, you want to escape your life. But escaping your life because you hate it, like the more you hate your life, the more you should work towards your life. The more you hate your job, the more you should work. You should come home and work to be able to either get promoted, start your own business, or get a different job. You should come home and learn more so you can create a better life and a better job or a better business or a bigger business that you'll like and you'll actually enjoy, instead of coming home. Because if you come home and avoid it, it's like a toothache. My tooth hurts, I don't want to go to the dentist. So what happens? Your tooth hurts more. Now I really don't want to go to the dentist. So what do? Your tooth hurts more. So you avoid going to the dentist, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. And it's the same thing with this. I hate my job. I want to come home and I just want to drink a beer and eat some comfort food and feel sorry for myself and watch TV and avoid it. And guess what? Next morning you got to wake up and go back to work. Let's say you take the offensive and you come home. I'm going to learn whatever it takes to get this promotion so I don't have to do this job anymore. I'm going to learn whatever it takes to get this different job so I don't have to do this job anymore. I'm going to learn whatever it takes to create my own business so I don't have to work for anybody. Okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and talk about something that I noticed a long time ago, and that is, let's talk about fitness, okay? If you look at a fit person in a supermarket, what are you going to see? They're pushing around a shopping cart full of healthy food. If you see an overweight, out of shape person pushing a shopping cart, what are you going to look when you see in their shop? What are you going to see when you look at their shopping cart? You're going to see a tiny little bit of rubbish food, like some, you know, TV dinner kind of stuff, or some canned food that you just have to heat up, and as much junk food as they can afford. Then if you ask the person who's overweight and out of shape, they'll tell you no matter what they eat, they can't lose weight. So that's basically what it is, you know. And the interesting thing is, like Brian Tracy said, you don't become wealthy and then buy a library. You buy your library, you build your library first, and through that you become wealthy. And it's the same thing with getting in shape. You don't get in shape and then start eating healthy foods, because I've heard that before. Well, I'll go to the gym if I look like him or her. I'll eat healthy foods if I look like him or her. No, you eat the healthy foods, you go to the gym first, then you start looking like the person who's in shape. Now, a way to explain how counterproductive that idea is comes from another audio that I recommend everybody listen to. It's from Nightingale, and it's called The Strangest Secret. And he said, you've got to put the work in before you get the results. expecting the results and then saying you'll put the work in afterwards is about the same level of intelligence as sitting in front of a wood-burning stove and saying, as soon as you produce heat, I'll start putting wood in. You've got to put the wood in first, then you'll get the heat out. You've got to put the work in first, and then you'll get the benefits out. You've got to go on the diet, the same thing as a healthy, attractive, in-shape person first, then you'll be healthy and in shape and look attractive. You've got to go to the gym as an out-of-shape, overweight, skinny, whatever person, then you'll start to look like a strong, fit, lean, in-shape person. But you got to put the work in first before you get the results out.